Hello YouTube! Welcome to the vocabulary and subculture of cat owners.
Wow!
To an outsider, having a cat seems like a quiet, low-maintenance lifestyle. You buy some food, clean a litter box, and pet an animal that ignores you half the time. But if you look closer, you'll quickly realize that cat owners have built a massive, passionate global subculture. It's a subculture rooted in internet history with its own psychology and with specific vocabulary and phrases. Trust me, I know. I actually have 4 cats, and while I pay the rent, I'm definitely not the owner of the house. The subculture of cat owners completely exploded with the rise of early internet culture. Cats quickly became the undisputed rulers of social media memes and viral videos. Because cats have incredibly unique personalities and strange physical habits, their owners started using expressive vocabulary to describe things the cats did that normal vocabulary wasn't able to capture well. As a cat owner myself, we do not look at our cats as traditional domestic animals. More, we see things like a cat hiding in a cardboard box as an artistic statement, or a loud, rambunctious midnight run through the hallways as an event. And for this reason, we have created a highly playful, affectionate dialect that balances detailed behavioral tracking with everyday humor. Today, we are unlocking the vocabulary and subculture of cat owners like myself. We are looking at 4 essential terms used daily by this community that are also incredibly useful for your everyday life outside of cat culture. Let's get right into it. Our first phrase is making biscuits. This term comes directly from the literal kitchen action of pressing, stretching, and rolling dough to bake traditional biscuits. In the cat community, we use this phrase because when a cat repeatedly pushes its paws in and out against a soft blanket, a pillow, or our stomach at 6 a.m., the physical movement looks exactly like a human baker kneading bread dough. There is actually a deeply rooted psychological reason for this. Kittens naturally do this against their mothers to stimulate milk flow. So, when an adult cat does it, it means that they feel completely safe, relaxed, and happy. It's the ultimate feline compliment. While you would obviously only use this specific phrase, making biscuits, in the cat culture related to this action, outside of the cat subculture, knowing the word biscuit and understanding the physical concept of kneading dough is essential for everyday kitchen or baking conversations. Let's see how this phrase flows in the comic dialogue. My cat must be exhausted today. She was making biscuits all morning. Oh yeah? Same here. Mine is a total biscuit making machine, especially right before bed. No way! Mine too! I wonder, what kind of biscuits is she making in her little head? I bet they were both professional human biscuit makers in another life. Oh yeah, no doubt about that. I actually bought a tiny chef's hat to put on her so she is much more official. Wow, that is adorable! We sure are proud parents of these biscuit making masters. Alright, that was the term making biscuits. How about you? What's your cat's favorite time to make biscuits? Leave it in the comments below. Our second word is Zoomies. This term refers to a sudden, chaotic burst of frantic energy that causes an animal to run around wildly for a short period of time. A cat will suddenly widen its eyes, sprint across the house at top speed, jump on the furniture, and bounce off the walls for absolutely no apparent reason. You might be sitting on your couch, relaxing, and suddenly a 4-pound animal turns into a furry rocket ship. There is actually a functional explanation for this. House cats are natural predators with built-in hunting instincts. But because now they don't have to chase their dinner, that pent-up energy occasionally has to escape. It works well as a term for describing a toddler that is sprinting around the living room after eating too much sugar, Or maybe a friend who gets a random burst of hyperactive energy and decides that they want to go out for a quick midnight run. Let's see it used in the comic conversation. I barely got any sleep last night because of the cats and their Zoomies. Oh, I hear ya. Their midnight Zoomies were especially chaotic last night. I wonder what triggered it. Who knows? I swear, they strategically schedule their Zoomies for the moment we start to fall asleep. Exactly. Also, those post-toilet Zoomies are pretty intense. It's like a celebratory victory lap. They are such weirdos. Oh no, I know that face and that body stance. It's Zoomies o'clock. Here we go again. Clear the runway before he uses your face as a launch pad. That was the word Zoomies. How about you? Did you lose any sleep recently because of your cat's Zoomies and their pent-up energy? Our third word is loaf. In standard English, a loaf is a shaped block of baked bread. But in cat culture, it means a cat tucks all four of its paws and its tail completely underneath its body, transforming it into a smooth, compact rectangle shape. When you look at them from the side, their legs have completely disappeared. There is actually a very practical, comfortable reason for this position. Cats get into loaf position to preserve their body heat and rest securely while keeping their head up to monitor their territory. In your daily life, the verb form to loaf or loafing around is an incredibly common and useful term for humans. You can use it to describe a coworker who is sitting idly at their desk doing absolutely zero work. Or you can use it to describe yourself on a lazy Sunday where you were resting all day on the couch. You were just loafing around. Let's see it used in the comic subculture dialogue. Hey, can I have a piece of this delicious looking loaf? I think you need glasses. That's my cat in his ultimate loaf form. Wow, that is an elite loaf. It's absolutely perfect. Pure art. It's nice and all, but he has been loafing in that exact same spot for the last 3 hours while I've been trying to clean the kitchen. Can I take a picture? I want to show my cat how a proper loaf is done. Yeah, of course. He's my little loaf master. Let's make him famous. How about your cat? Can your cat make a perfect loaf? Our fourth word is chonker, along with its variations chonk and chonky. In the cat community, these terms are used to describe a cat that is noticeably overweight, round, or very thick. The word originated as an affectionate internet misspelling of chunky and completely exploded into a massive subculture phenomenon. Rather than using clinical or negative terms like obese when talking about an oversized cat online, owners lovingly embrace the extra size, using this playful dialect to turn a heavy cat into a larger-than-life character. The subculture has even created an entire humorous scale to classify the cat's thickness, ranging from slight heft all the way up to mega chonk. In your everyday life outside of pet culture, you can easily adapt this slang term to add a layer of casual humor to your English. It's a fantastic, lighthearted way to describe anything massive, solid, or heavily built. Maybe you are talking about an enormous double patty chonky burger or a heavy-duty chonky jacket that makes you look 3 times your regular size. Let's see how it works in the comic dialogue. Hey, have you noticed Moko has become a bit of a chonker recently? Well, he is a bit chonkier than before, but he's not mega chonk. Yeah, but we better put him on a diet before he gets too chonky. You're right, but what actually constitutes a mega chonk? I don't know, but I heard there is legend of the chonkiest of the chonk down in Florida. Oh my lord, that is one chonky angel. And there you have it. 4 practical, high-yield vocabulary terms straight from the global subculture of cat owners. You now know what it means when a cat is making biscuits, what it means when the pent-up energy of a cat explodes in their Zoomies, how to spot the perfect rectangular loaf on your counter, and what qualifies a cat to be a total chonker. If you want the complete lesson guide PDF, you can find the Gumroad link in the description below. It includes the entire transcript, the dialogue, and the vocabulary definitions. Alright, that's going to do it for today's vocabulary and subculture breakdown. If you enjoyed the video, please do like and subscribe, and stick around for another video coming next week. Keep practicing your English, respect your cat's boundaries, and see you next time. Bye!